Sports, the new season underway here in Miami. Set to go down a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. USC gets set here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Charles. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early. Ran through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, it's Charles again. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate their line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Flynn. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. If you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over. Play action now, Kaiser. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Kaiser. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lined up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. On play action, Kaiser. Almost able to intercept him. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. They'll roll him out right. Open man has got it incomplete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Now as they come up. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. 5-yard touchdown run. And the Gators have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt and then you go down and score.
And you kind of see a fist pump on the side of the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get turned it all loose.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The SC offense about set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A first down carry here for Charles. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, right now, I think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down because there's really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they don't have to hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
You know, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz caught and you still cover the screen, you're not looking for blitzers to get there. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Ellington. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Florida. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Nice throw there by the junior quarterback who gets his first start today. And we talked with head coach Red O'Brien earlier. Boy, Charles, he keeps his cards pretty close to the vest.
Well, certainly indicative of a guy who until recently was a defensive coordinator. And you know what it's like for those guys. They want every bit of information in order to prepare their team. But in this case, I think now as a head coach, he gave both of these quarterbacks equal time with the starters during practice. And you know that with this defensive mindset, he wants to let his competition sort itself out. That's how he got his defensive guys ready. He's going to try and do the exact same thing with his starting quarterback. Whoever plays best, they're likely to stay on the field the longest.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Gators 7, Trojans nothing.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down. They're going to go for it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. And that's caught by Smith. What a juke into space. And now to the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Lincoln Smith, 64 yards. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. What a special moment for him. The first passing touchdown of his college career, and certainly a moment that he will never forget.
It always helps to get that first one out of the way, doesn't it? I know right now that he just wants to go and jump to the top of the stadium and throw his hands up and exult a little bit. But he's got a chance to prove that he can do it now. He got it done. It's been a long time in the making. Now he's just got to harness that emotion and continue to play.
And this carries into the end zone. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting that 3rd down, how big that is. And this situation. They had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First down, Charles. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I could continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Charles. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down. Flynn. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're putting their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On the crossing route, complete. It's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say, I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. They'll run on first down. It's Jennings. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to pop that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And touchdown! So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The SC offense about set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down now, it's Charles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. We talk about the finish, can't get away, and he's taken down. And a second timeout called for by the defense as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The USC punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Ellington now to return it. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And this this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Kaiser on 1st down. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Kaiser. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play fake. Kaiser. Out to his left. This is caught at the end. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And they'll try the action on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. It's the quarterback. In the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. As we saw right there, they've got a quarterback that, yes, he can throw it. He's not afraid to take the ball and run, and it paid off with a score on that last play.
Yeah, Brandon, he's a true dual threat guy. I mean, if you take away the passing lanes, he'll use his legs and create plays like one we just saw there. I really think this young guy can just tuck it and go more times than not if he chose to do so.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and not wanting to risk anything.
He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Kaiser. He's going to go deep for beat. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get the territory. 33 yards that time. These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it? Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
41-yard line.
And Walker with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam!
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Third down. 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. The open man is Smith. Well, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. Lincoln Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That's complete to Ward. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The offense on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Flynn. Now he's forced out left. And he's going to keep it here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Flynn. Screen pass to Charles. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At their 48-yard line.
Now a draw play. Here's Charles. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It's now 3rd and 13.
From the gun, Flynn. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The USC punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Off the bootleg. Kaiser rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, and they don't want to say it very loudly and take all the motivation away from this young man. But if they had to move him to running back full time, they'd be very confident that he'd be a good one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. Kaiser. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
This complete to the tight end, Clay.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 18. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
At the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Kaiser here looking to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Off the play fake. Kaiser, he'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Today's final score, Gators 2, Trojans nothing.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Wake up. What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
what's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster, and boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Look, I get you're upset, but we're in this together.
No, we're not. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Michigan State Spartans taking on the Florida Gators. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Michigan State now with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
For the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Ellington. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Jennings. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he is in. Touchdown Gators. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Gators have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because...
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking, and he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Taking on the midfield logo. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Spartans nothing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next the score. Gators 14. Spartans nothing.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Wade. Harris has it over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Kaiser. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
To number 37.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Wade on the bootleg. In trouble, and he's taken down.
That might be it right there.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He pitches it out. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Forced out to his left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
On 2nd and 12, Kaiser going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Boy, another nice throw that time. All that debate that was possibly out there and wondering, well, will we see a second quarterback? Is Tommy Matthews going to play with this lead? I know it's only the 2nd quarter, Charles, but he's kind of putting all that talk to rest.
Yeah, there's a long way to go, but let's face it, partner. If he finishes the quarter this way, you know that Coach O'Brien loves consistency. I don't see any chance of a change happening if things continue to go in this direction. He's picked the right quarterback. He'll stay with him.
And his kick is indeed good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wade. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Halftime here in the first semifinal. All Florida thus far.
Gators 24, Spartans nothing.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. A big play there. 76 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On second down now, it's Young, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. There's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd and 10. Wade to throw it again. It's caught right side. Dixon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. This is Young on the carry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Michigan State punt team comes on as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this off? But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 30, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. Still going. And he will score.
Touchdown, Florida. Welcome to the NFL, baby.
Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the 2nd half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
The 2nd down pass. Yeah, we dominate today.
The before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Kaiser eluding the pressure right. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Michigan State punter out there now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that. It
seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
First down, Kaiser. That's taken in by the tight end, Perkins. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Throw left side complete. That's Perkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That's a bye-bye Beasley. Bring it! And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. A big play there. 69 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? what does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Steps. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the...
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
First and 10, Florida. And they'll try to run the option here. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6. At the 29-yard line.
Wade in the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
It's a pickup of 3. brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Buying time to his left. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown.
Let's just go ahead and break down the RPO of that one, because the R is usually the running back getting the football. When he does it, now you're at the pass option. And if you don't throw the ball, you're usually surrounded. That option usually doesn't give you much room to take off and go. In this case, he got out of a mess of trouble, and now he's gone downfield, and we're talking about a touchdown. That's a big-time play.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wade. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Ellington. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're throwing here. Kaiser. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Again, it's Kaiser. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he is going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. So on the strength of 4 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the Florida Gators are moving on.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
How was you last week? I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
Just because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you.
I know you upset. But that dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight.